100 Thieves, though, of course, playing on the group Magneto, so no portals for them, but still going to be playing Little Hella Star-Lord, a very common duelist comp that we were expecting here.
Alrighty, well, opening volley coming through here. Inside track onto the point from the side of Sentinels, and okay, Delena able to find that opening kill. Amazing, going to be put down on the floor right off the rip, and Harvey gets into the mix as well. Sticking through with that invisible woman as Hogs is going to be taken down, and this is a hell of a start for the side of 100 Thieves. Armory is able to find one in trade, but that does lead to 100 Thieves getting the initial lockdown here on the point, so Hell's Heaven for now in their control.
The Sentinels, they don't want to give it up. I mean, they know they got that pick on Terra, who'll be coming back pretty fast because that rocket repulsion, especially with the buff, has a lot of fuel in the tank. Sentinels looking for the poke, trying to have the entry, and a pretty decent Fate of Both Worlds advantage here for Aramori is already. A lot of dark magic stacks there for the Maelstrom, and it forces them back. And Sentinels still trying to find a pick.
Delena again. Finding another one. This time it's going to be Aramori sent back to the respawn room. Hogs does trade one out as Terra's going to be taken down. Kalush pushing forward, gets in on top of the invisible woman, and this is going to be a very solid reply from the side of Sentinels, just pushing forward in the neutral, not allowing for 100 Thieves to utilize any of the ultimates that they'd previously built up. And they're going to get a very fast flip, fastest one that we found here today, at least in Americas, or NA, I should say, as that is going to be them in control. Only 36% accrued for 100 Thieves. Coming back in, though, multiple ultimates about to be online for them.
You see some map geometry shifting here, because that's one of the most beloved aspects of Hell's Heaven is some of the shifting of the map geometry here for the point. Sentinels still holding on to the high ground. They know they have the Strangling Prison. 100 Thieves should know that too. They have to be really aware of the threat. Gonna force the invisible boundary very early. As now 100 Thieves trying to make the entry.
Dropping that in, only able to find two on the lockdown. No kills to be found on the back end of that one, but Amazing in neutral does find one as Delena's going to be taken down. And for now, 100 Thieves still going to be backpedaling away. Sentinels gaining control, taking the lead here. As for now, struggling to find any kind of access over towards the point, especially as FJP also gets picked off. So solid stagger on the back end. Sentinels is going to allow them to really stretch this lead.
And something to note too, if you haven't already noticed, that Super Gomez on the Magneto, and someone that's for Sentinels flexed a lot onto triple Vanguard, oftentimes playing like Thor. So the Magneto coming out here for Super Gomez just showing once again so much flexibility for this roster, getting the extra bubbles, and Magneto does a lot of damage now with some of the recent buffs. As Delena on the very long flank. They have to be aware. Do they are aware? I mean, they're definitely not looking. As some of the ults are getting traded, the invisible boundary going out. Right. I have Agimoto. I mean, what's happening? You're not seeing anything. They're just invisible.
Yeah, I have no idea. Either way, the Agimoto went in, and Hogs was able to get in on top of Harvey. So kill is found, and the hell gets unleashed. But he's needing to see a bit more here from the side of 100 Thieves. Backpedaling coming out here from a couple players on the side of Sentinels. It's Amazing. Going to be caught there midair. Nice shot from Delena finding that punish. Gets in a smattering of additional damage there onto the tank line, but Kalush still healthy enough, pushes forward, keeps this in contest for the moment as they look to try to get up to 99% at the very least here, for potentially conceding it. Super Gomez now looking for that Meteor M, sends it, but still not going to be found. Vinny going to be frozen here on the corner. And Super Gomez does fall. 100 Thieves gain control, now ticking up past 40%. Still a long way to go, but a couple additional staggers will go ahead and allow them to bleed out a bit of extra percentage.
And 100 playing a comp now here with the magic as well for Terra that's prioritizing, okay, we have a lot of damage on the field. We have some ability to chunk down some vanguards here with the magic, but also we're extremely mobile. We have the Hela and also the magic that we can use those stepping discs to just kind of get around the portals, run around dark. I mean, pretty much now the issue here is that you have to make it through the choke here yet again. And it's very, very hard to go through, especially with the Dark Child up for Terra, who's just going to look to pop that, knowing that they can just force this Radisol very, very early.
So far, they are allowed widely to just get out into the open here. So space is conceded. The Dark Child's still not going to be popped here from Terra quite just yet. Hogs trying to get that ult back online here. Sentinels 3 to work with here for the moment. And Delena going to be taken down to Super Gomez, able to find that opening kill. Meteor M now out from TTK, looking for a target, looking for a big burst here, but nothing really widely going to be found. Aramori able to go ahead and keep everybody alive with her ultimate. I have Agamotto now going to be thrown in here from Kaluj, getting the stun, looking for the kills, but not going to be found. SJP, similarly, there was a Fate of Two Worlds.
Oh, and the force physics so brutal there from Kurova.
Kaluj,
they back up.
And battered, but still not going down. 99-99 here. Spread out across both teams. Super Gomez finding one on the back end. Finding another as Delena similarly going to be taken down. And that's going to be the duels now eliminated, taken out of the hands here of 100 Thieves, and that allows them to just further push forward, break down this front line, and in all likelihood, go ahead and claim this opening round in Hell's Heaven.
It's now 100 Thieves Probably not going to be able to get the recontest. I mean, they do have Terra on the Strange trying to get them to save their feet. They're like, no, we're not going to wear out our shoes. We're going to take the portal hill, take a little extra positioning. It's 100 Thieves, though, opting to take the high ground instead.
Yeah, end up split across from each other here for the most part. High ground, though. Not going to save them too much from that Goddess of Death if it does end up getting called in from the side of Amazing. Kurova now ult online. Aramori nearly going to be there as Vinny for the moment just kind of getting bullied down below half HP. The freeze coming across. Root's going to be pulled out in desperation, but Eye of Agamotto, everybody's stacked in, but still it's going to be 100 Thieves coming away with 2 kills on the back end. Solid turnaround here from them. Super Gomez going to only be able to find one commits in with that Meteor M. And widely, 100 Thieves going to be able to shrug that one off. Terra down to a sliver of HP trying to stay alive. Looks like they will be able to do so. As 100 Thieves look for this opening cap with Amazing's death.
Oh, Vinny staying alive there at the very end. And that was almost a very fast fight loss there for 100 Thieves because they just did not have the invisible boundary up just yet for Harvey. Luckily, they get up in time, the invisible woman ult, keeping everyone up alive through the strangling prison. And what's so important too, with TTK on the Doctor Strange, even with the Eye of Agamotto going out, getting the stun, and still the invisible woman ult just ending there for Sentinels. Getting the Maelstroms, getting those dark magic stacks just lets you get burst, even through some of those support ults. Because now they're going to look to fight the high ground here at Kilios. And it's really a question of like, okay, we have nothing in the bank other than a strategist ult, so can we find a pick on the flank? The answer is no.
Yes, you can. Delena up above. Amazing, completely caught off guard. Stun into the headshot. Easy deliverance of that elimination as Sentinels once again backpedaling out, needing to play this with a full 6v6. But based on that, that previous fight, the swing there for 100 Thieves to be able to get the cap, they've completely also just swung the ult economy fully in their favor. 6 ults on the way. It's Vinny just 50% off now. And it's okay. He forces the ult from Aramori. Desperation calls, and it's just going to be a double stack here on these support ultimates. Agamotto out there from the side of TTK. Not sure if he quite got a catch, but either way, Hogs does end up getting taken down as Elena delivers one, Terra finding another. As things go from bad to worse here for the side of Sentinels, 100 Thieves running away with the round.
And not even have to invest a lot of the ults there. Only having to use 2 there to make sure they clean up that fight. As now, it's going to be a final recontest option here for Sentinels.
I mean, you say it's 2, but they also got 2 out from Sentinels. Both support.
They did, yeah. They got ults out as well, which is so crucial. I mean, so extremely crucial here for now. So Sentinels down to the ult bank. They don't have a huge economy. They have to be coming in for the recontest. They're in this advantage pretty much in every way. We're going to see a hero play. Maybe something comes out from Amazing, gets an early pick. As 100 Thieves are sitting here waiting for them.
I mean, you've got maybe a combo between Hogs and Super Gomez here if they can just try to really layer in with that Meteor M. Have to see, but for now, the approach is trying to get over to the point. It's still fairly brutal here for Sentinels. Looking for the setup, but Amazing dead. Delena once again having the upper hand there. Super Gomez trades one back. Harvey going to be taken down. The healing now going to be cut in half here on the side of 100 Thieves. But SJP, made 2 ults in the back pocket. Woman ult going to be committed there from the side of Kurova. Not allowing for Terra to really find too much value here off the back of this. Was rushing forward, ends up getting frozen, trying to dash out. No, re-aggresses forward. In the meantime, Delena coming away huge. Goddess of Death. Gunning down 2, Super Gomez. Able to find Terra. Sentinels now just trying to keep this one tank alive. The barrier not going to be holding. Super Gomez does get pushed back up towards full HP. Hog's going to be swapping over onto the Venom now. Triple Tank just try to get back over onto the point. No. Swaps, rethinks it, goes for the Groot here. Trusting in the team to be able to try to continue this delay, but Delena once again finds a huge pick as Amazing gets taken down. Finds Kurova as Delena is absolutely taking over this map and this round. And Thieves looking to close out this 100-0. And they
called the GOAT Groot, right? And you just see that damage there for Vinny. I mean, Vinny also holding on to the Strangling Prison for this first fight. Doing a lot there on the Groot as already both teams choosing to fight here on the flank. Very, very early, trying to find the high ground. Wall's looking for an isolation. No one found just yet, but they have to be aware of the Strangling Prison for Vinny. Could just find an early pick. Because there's no strategist ult up just yet for Sentinels.
Hogs is on prison, nearly available. All shifting around, drop down here onto the point itself now, as it is unlocked. 100 Thieves once again trying to get that opening lockdown. Ult's in first and foremost here from Vinny, and Kaluj ends up getting picked off. Answering ult now going to be used maybe here in desperation from the side of Hogs. No combo on the back of it, but Terra does get caught up in the crossfire, ends up falling down, so 1 for 1 in that regard. Goddess of Death quickly going to be burst through here, it would seem. As up and over the top, Delena try to get up onto the high ground, but Amazing still comes away with 1. SJP going to be taken down as soon as the ult expires. All right, I think Legend now going to be popped here from Terra. as things get chaotic here on the point, and Amazing ends up getting taken down to Lena once again, coming away with the kill in that hella 1v1. The HP bars right now are just not going to be sustainable. So much damage throughput from the side of 100 Thieves. They absolutely maul Sentinels and gain control of the point.
When you see here for this triple Vanguard composition for Sentinels, losing one, in particular Kaluj or Super Gomez early, that's a lot of your damage off the field. Especially when, okay, we pop the Strangling Prison there for Hogs. You're hoping to burst them through it, even with the Invisible Boundary coming up from Harvey. But unfortunately, with Kaluj down, you don't have the Maelstrom. You don't have that Dark Magic just to drop a quick burst, find someone through, just out heal, or pretty much out damage the healing. It's still on the high ground, exactly what you need. I mean, just looking for the pick here, hoping to find someone, maybe one of the squishies, strategists, saying, okay, I'm just going to bide my time. I'm just going to wait. Soul Drainer in my pocket.
And no one noticing the cloak that was just billowing out from the corner. As up over the top, Agamotto going to be up here from TTK and immediately is able to find a kill on the back end. Korova just going to be taken down. That's the supports now eliminated. Amazing, yeah, sure, a bit of revenge there. A personal vendetta perhaps against Elena, but not nearly enough to try to find a fight victory. 100 Thieves very quickly brush Sentinels under the rug.
And two ults used though for 100 Thieves there, because they had the setup there waiting for Delane in the background so they could drop the Eye of Agamotto on the high ground, find the strategist. And Kaluj seeing that TDK is up there, it's like, okay, I'm going to drop the Eye of Agamotto. So Harvey just reactively pops the Invisible Boundary. So though they lose the fight, they got two ults out of them. So not the worst situation to be in, especially because the fight ended pretty quickly. The Sentinels trying to come back in here.
Trying to come in, but also could just get locked in position here on this choke. But oh, Terra, bit of an overextension. End up falling. Korova able to go ahead and find that punish. Elena similarly once again going to be looking for a flank, but things might be falling apart a bit too quickly here on the point itself as 100 Thieves down 2 players. Rejoin getting ready to come through. Vinny trying to stay alive. TTK as well. Vinny whittled away yet, ends up falling. Amazing. Finding SJP. That'll be the breakthrough that Sentinels desperately needed. And they'll avoid getting 100-0 again as they fight back here on this third and final round.
And you just see just how stubborn Groot is to remove. I mean, it's just a vine, a living vine there on the point with the Ironwood walls, just getting the bonus health, getting that HP, standing next to that's activated by the passive, even down a strategist. Is now Sentinels in control. They have a lot of bank to make up for to try to fight this high ground very aggressively, but you have to be careful of the peaks here. Don't get caught as the Galactic Legend used here from Terra. Can he find anyone?
He's going to be looking for it. Super Gomez, Meteor Amp popped. Kills not found off the back of that one. Now is Goddess of Death going to be used to land it up into the sky. Already, I don't know about half, but still persevering. But does manage to come away with one. Amazing, going to be killed. Caught by that last little hit there. As now the Eye of Agamotto in, just getting the stuns. Kaluj immediately delivered unto death as Vinny comes away with 2. And 100 Thieves very quickly regain control. Yep, they're just going to go ahead and block this off. Or no,
they're not portal spawns. They're looking to counter the portal for Kaluj potentially. They're looking to counter the portal for Kaluj. He's going to put it directly in front of him, try to block that on this map too. And you still want to have that option to be able to take these off angles and look for picks, essentially on some of the squishies.
Well, not going to be getting any kind of portal blocks here to stop people from getting out of the spawn room. We'll just be straight into the neutral fighting, as we do have 100 Thieves first on the attack here on Midtown. The hole's widely contained here. Forced back even further around the corners. Collusion Hogs just getting absolutely battered at the moment. TTK fearlessly just pushing forward, controller in hand. He's trusting in the rest of the team to support him here from behind. And that's going to be Hogs picked off. Amazing is able to find one as Terra will get taken down, finds another. TTK does get punished. Opportunity to find some stability, but Kalujo just getting dinked one after the other, but Delena just not quite able to go ahead and confirm that kill. Card, however, still does gain a bit of distance here, but Kaluj finding SJP slows up 100 Thieves for now.
Oh my gosh, and Vinny on the Groot, I mean, just using those Thornlash walls, just do so much damage there, using the passive when you get some damage to lash out. 100 Thieves getting their spawns back, gonna take control of the card here. Sentinels looking to wait for Amazing. They are down a lot of damage currently here, and they only really have one ult. I mean, it's only one ult remaining, but that'll help if Super Gomez will get one.
Definitely does. Gets the cleanup there. Korova now just going to be sending in the ultimate here, looking just to try to force 100 Thieves back, keep this card here at the corner, but now they go re-aggressing forward here. Terra goes in with the ultimate, not going to be able to find too much at the back of that one. Mori, ultimate rolling, keeps everybody sustained for the moment as now the roots come in from Hogs. Locked in position for the time being here, 100 Thieves, but once again, just not enough throughput to really find any eliminations. Now Kaluja at risk, and the way to take it down, Terra coming away with that kill. Moves in, finds the melee hit. So look for even further on the cleanup here. Both tanks now going to be broken down. Goddess of Death into the back liner. Amazing, looking to try to peel this pressure back away from the front lines here. Try to stop this cart from advancing, but widely, they just push the cart away from the ultimate, and they're able to dodge out the damage from Amazing.
And so important what happened during that fight as well is that Kaluj went for the Eye of Agamotto towards the end of that invisible boundary after the ult had been traded there. Harvey put it out and got stunned out of it. Lost. Got no value. Pretty sure it was a free, maybe an absolute zero, but a freeze there from SGP. Also Harvey with the force physics, making sure that just weren't able to follow up. As now another fight happening. And Delina finding one with the Gods of Death here. I mean, there's just going to be so much damage. It should be second point.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the ultimate doesn't need to deliver a multitude of kills. Just finding the first one there to really finish off Collusion and ensure that they can't really sustain up that HP bar. That's enough to go ahead and seal the deal on it. Does find a second kill for the Troubles, but with the cap on 8, it's now just under 4 minutes remaining here for 100 Thieves as they begin the second stretch of the map. Terra trying to push forward, trying to find a stagger, does end up getting punished, so a minor little reset, but there's still so much space acquired by 100 Thieves that this doesn't cost them anything, really.
It's most a little bit of an ego sting more than anything else. It just shows that Invisible Woman can definitely duel some duelists there, but they'll be back very soon with the Rocket Repulsion as TTK looking to pressure here on the front line. A lot of ult's going to be up though for Sentinels, and it's going to hurt worse with Terra coming back and being gone again. Yeah. They just don't get a chance to play the game, huh?
Yeah, I'd be curious to see where Amazing was for that kill. Didn't quite catch a glimpse of them. Wonder if it was a forward flank position to just catch him on the respawn. Either way, we see Amazing right there though, playing out in the hallway.
Big problem here, Kilios. Perhaps in your time, they've overlaid the support ults. They've overlaid the strategist ults there for 100 Thieves backline.
Yep. So a bit of a double stack going to be coming through. Let's see if they're going to be able to play out through the remainder of this fight. As TTK moving forward, looking for the stuns off the Eye of Agamotto. Hogs is going to be taken down, but now Galactic Legend rather going to be coming through from Super Gomez. As it looks like widely this is going to be costly for the side of 100 Thieves, not having these ults available for the back end of the fight.
And not only not having it for the back end of the fight, but also, well, and then also the pick, the Soul Drainer, so well played there for Sentinel. Super Gomez going for the Star-Lord here too. Just getting able to combine there with Amazing as Kaluj in. Only gets one, but that's more than enough because they should have the picks, but I think they have to make sure not to overchase.
Yeah, do pull back. Opening here, this mid section is in control of 100 Thieves as they look to take the high ground. Good amount of burst damage going their way though. Try to get up and over the top and back over to the cart. Now starting to inch forward once again. Goddess of Death going to be called in. Hogs going to be taken down. However, 100 Thieves winning out this fight. This Goddess of Death able to find one, finds the second, and suddenly the turn can come through. 4v3 as a rejoin gets ready to come in here from Sentinels, and this should allow them to go ahead and maintain control, especially as TTK ends up hitting the ground. Delana getting the better of Amazing once again, but this is going to be low on HP. Drop down. Kalush finds the punish, and once again, 100 Thieves need to get collected. These last couple fights, these skirmishes, they've been really scattered and they haven't gone for just a full reset.
And Kurova once again showing the power of Invisible Woman here, because something to remember is that the primary fire, it passes through and then bounces back. So if you're in an enclosed space, you're doing a lot of damage there to get some picks as the Galactic Legend used Terra trying to chase on someone, but I don't think they're gonna be able to find anyone here off this. They're just able to run away.
It's just gonna be a space gain here for the side of 100 Thieves. Terra just keeping them forced back. The cart once again going to be advancing forward, getting ready to go down that ramp over towards that point B checkpoint. But now Super Gomez opening up the zone, looking to try to retake this space here for themselves. But Amazing able to find Delana before and try to go in for that ultimate. Kurova does go ahead, sends the ultimate. The ult still in a very solid position to maintain control. People going to be locked in position. Agamotto going to be used it from Kaluj, but the turnaround from 100 Thieves is just too damn good. Just fully shutting them down. Total now going to be coming through, dancing here on the cart is our Amori, just trying to delay, try to wait for the rest of the team to try to get into a position, but Hog similarly falling. 100 Thieves now in a good spot as, oh, these staggers are brutal. They should be able to just go ahead and get damn close to the cap off the back of this.
Did TTK already portal? We saw TTK going for the portal. I'm assuming so, yes, and there's going to be the portal coming on in here to touch, but Galactic Legend, as they come through the portal here, just trying to get Tess dancing back and forth. It's going to look a little confusing. They're thinking we're portals here, but pretty much are looking to dance around the damage, trying to make it back in. A very, very healthy though for Sentinels still, but now not so healthy, taking a lot of damage coming out doing it. This should be the fight.
Yeah, I mean, Super Gomez just kind of getting chunked as soon as they go through the portal, ends up falling. The rest of the team not able to find stability off the back of that one, as it looks like Gomez should be able to escape back to safety. Stays alive, but 100 Thieves, a lifeline found as they get the cap, so an extra minute and a half added to the time bank here for the final stretch. A couple ults to work with, still far away from some of the more impactful ones, the more stabilizing ones, as SJP and Harvey do not have those quite just yet.
a lot of eyes here onto TTK, knowing that they have the Agamotto, knowing that Sentinels do not have double strategy just yet. They should be aware of it. There's a chance they might be able to build the boundary before. Yeah, it looks like they are going to. So now, kind of irrelevant. So more than likely looking to use the String Lead Prison to try to force something. Keep an eye out for Mason and Delana just keeping these flank battles going, looking for picks, trying to get someone out of position.
Oh, the push away. I have Agamotto looking for the dial there, but Blue's going to be taken down all the same. Solid kill to be found. Got us to death. Just trying to just send in those shots blindly here. It has to just go ahead, pop the crow, fly over to the side, but great chase there from Terra. It'll get in on top, finds that elimination now, pops the ultimate immediately. Krova going to be taken down. Super Gomez similarly going to be falling to the wayside. There's 100 Thieves to have as strong of a finish here to the map as they possibly can. Looking to try to get to the finish line. A little bit of time left in the bank. Hog's going to be taken out, and one by one, it seems like Sentinels is going to get picked apart. Kalush still alive. The one player here in that front line. Eye of Agamotto at the ready. Can he find a setup for it? Just a couple meters left to go. Drops in, gets the pop, but needs some damage on the back end here. But instead, it's going to be Kalush. Focus fired down to Selena. Still just weaving in the spears, finding that kill. Daggerfly Strip finds that shot. Time drained out, but 100 Thieves still in a good position to go ahead and get the finisher. Hogs with the swap over onto the Captain America, just trying to find a little bit of extra staying power, but it still ends up falling down.
Gomez keeps going to triple Vanguard. It's really just Sentinels loves these triple Vanguard comps, and especially Wolverine Band, you're like historically like, oh, it's hard to counter this, right? You don't have like a Vanguard cluster, but 100 Thieves, they really have found a great option here with this, with the Star-Lord, with the Hela just playing on the high ground. And when you have someone like Vinny that just does so much damage, especially combined with the Doctor Strange that also does so much damage, you don't necessarily have to have the Wolverine. So maybe Sentinel's just used to it, just used to this comp.
With the triple Vanguard back into play here for the side of Sentinels, this is where they need Rymazing to perform and not get diffed by Delana. Already off to a decent start, had that opening pick, so some space afforded over to the card as they get a decently swift push up to this big corner here. 100 Thieves, can they get collected enough to really contest this and try to wrest some control away is going to be the question. Terra consistently getting chunked out. Just has to keep tucking back here behind the ambulance. Get that HP back up, but Galactic Legend nearly online here. Could be a breaking point in this defense. We'll have to just wait and see. But for now, it's going to be Korova first to strike. Sends out an ultimate, but Delana does find Rymazing. So the lone duelist on the side of Sentinels ends up getting picked apart. An opportunity here of weakness for 100 Thieves to try to exploit.
Oh, and it's always so scary to go for that blaster barrage when you don't have a Magneto for your team. You don't have the bubble to keep you from that aggression. As Hog's gonna get one, gonna get two. Super Gomez making sure to get one, another one. Gonna be the full wipe there. As Sentinels now keeping the card going, but they have no bank. No bank at all here, though, by the way. Like, sure, they're gonna get the cap, but there is 0 ults in the bank outside of the Agamotto. So 100 Thieves, sure, it's a relatively fast cap, but they can feel pretty confident here because second is really a very, very tough challenge, especially with all the fighting's going to take place on the high ground here.
Well, we have seen, though, some, we saw it from Sentinels in the first map. Maybe we see it here from 100 Thieves. Team's getting a bit frazzled, not being able to get fully recollected and reset, and then ending up bleeding out those ultimates one by one or stacking them in the case of what we saw from 100 Thieves when they were on their attack. Let's see, those right now, for the moment, don't have that opportunity. Harvey going to be trying to catch up, but Delana able to go ahead and note Rymazing, finds that kill. Kalush goes forward, gets the stun, looking for that elimination, but it's going to be Kalush
beautiful
taking down the Eye of Agamotto, just not able to find it. Like you said, the shield coming through is keeping him protected, as now floodgates opened up and 100 Thieves just shoving him back.
Okay, I might have spoke too soon. Maybe Delana is doing the Hela diff. It could be, maybe Delana is hitting the Hela diff here, especially on the defense for them. And just once again, you see the power of Invisible Woman just being able to pop shields throughout the map to protect your flankers. It mitigates damage, it gives healing. It's such a strong piece of utility. And combined with the force physics, I mean, you're just able to push away ults. And a lot of the pressure here on Rymazing really to, honestly, with, not to mince the words, it just has to stop going down the Delana on the flank. They need to win a flank battle.
Yeah, they're about to clash again. Over on that flank, you see them just sending out those daggers towards one another. In the meantime, the tank line from Sentinels is desperately trying to get this cart moving forward. The prison going to be sent out here. Vinny trying to just go ahead and continue to shove things back, and now you've got the Goddess Depth just up above, just constantly layering in this damage. Heals out from Aramori, should be able to keep everybody alive through this, but never mind. Delena's still going to be able to come away with 2 as the ult expires. This is going to be, once again, 100 Thieves brushing off this attack from Sentinels. More time bought. Still 3 minutes, so decent time bank to work with for Sentinels, but reminder that they have to make it to the end of the map.
And this is where it makes Midtown so hard to attack, right? It's just that you get to the second point, the chokes are very, very oppressive. The geometry's hard to get around. You need to be ideally winning on the flanks because, like, you're just going to be trading ults back and forth until eventually, okay, there's a huge Eye of Agamotto from TTK. As you see, once again, Amazing looking to take this duel. But while that happens, the Galactic Legend out.
Being noted on that flank makes him that much more vulnerable. Amazing under a bit of damage there. And okay, yep, not what you want to be seeing there. As they do manage to go ahead and pull some attention, so Amazing stays alive for the moment. Goddess of the Death still at the ready. Vinny continuing to try to be as immovable of a tree as humanly possible. Gets pulled in, gets frozen up, but HP bar still relatively healthy. But Amazing, or rather, ult not opened up. This managed to go ahead and come away with a neutral kill. And follows up on the back end with 2 more. TTK, SJP, both going to be taken down here by this Hellas hand, and that's exactly the kind of performance, exactly the kind of fragging that you need to be seeing here from Amazing. As for now, Sentinels, a decent amount of space going to be opened up, but 100 Thieves can get themselves
a little bit of a bog. They have bogged TTK here a little bit. I mean, that's just the power of the portals, right? If you don't have options to counter portal, you're just stuck in a situation where you have to make it out. Is see Terra going to the magic to touch, but Delena already down. And with this damage advantage, I mean, Sentinels, they should be able to cap this out because there's no more ults on the field here for 100 Thieves unless they all get caught by an Eye of Agamotto. And yeah, it's already capped. So.
The cap is there. There was an attempt. I mean, Terra doing his damage to try to get in there, but in the end, the portal bog is just far too strong. So now an extra bit of time. So 2:45 to make it to the end of the map. And if Sentinels can do it with time in the bank, they'll be in a very nice, advantageous position going into extra innings here. You see Thieves still an opportunity to try to slow this up.
They're close to a Dark Child. Very close to a Dark Child, honestly. And, you know, I didn't love the magic early on in the first map of domination, but definitely still pretty decent counter into a triple Vanguard. Not a terrible option, especially for maybe finding some strategies in the backline. You see Amazing looking for the duels, looking to find a pick. Almost finding one. Not quite, though.
Terra. Dark Child now going to be online. TTK, Eye of Agamotto there. Collusion nearly with one to try to match. 9% away here on the opposite side. Pushing forward, look at the shove them back. TTK still just holding that ultimate here in the back pocket, not sending it quite just yet. Roots out there from Hogs, not going to be leading to too much though for the side of Sentinels.
If you showed this screen to a medieval peasant, their brain would explode. They wouldn't know what's happening. There's the Eye of Agamotto coming out. Strategist going to keep them alive, and TTK finding one off the damage from the Maelstrom.
I think there's many things.
What is this magic screen?
Yeah, I think there's a lot you can do to really blow their minds here, but TTK going to be taken down. Collusion out. Ultimate going to be invested. Delena, however, up and over the top, is completely unfocused. Aramori both going to be taken down. Supportless now here on the side of Sentinels. Solid volley. As Delena comes up with yet another elimination. And now it's going to take them down to under a minute.
I mean, they're looking great at Kilios. I mean, they finally stabilized here. Looking very good after a very good second defense as well. I mean, it's pretty much last fight territory Sentinels outside of using a portal to the recontest. No ults in the bank for Sentinels either. So, I mean, pretty much for 100 Thieves, I imagine they're just going to try to draw it out. Look for a Strangling Prison, knowing that there's not going to be strategy ult just yet. They have to know to go first, though, as well. They need to be ult tracking this because Vinny, I mean, there's no way he doesn't know.
SJP getting closer and closer to that fate. As Prison does get sent there from Vinny. Yeah, Hogs now gets a huge grab here onto the plays on 100 Thieves as they desperately try to sustain. SGP, though, stays alive, keeps the team in the mix, and now they have 2 support ultimates left to go here for the side of 100 Thieves, but they don't pull the trigger fast enough. They double stack him with TTK. He's already been eliminated. Does become a little bit more difficult to try to assault in towards this Invisible Woman ultimate, but it will expire. No support ultimate now to speak of. Terra desperately trying to make something happen, but Kurova able to find now going to be taken down. Space opened up. Sentinels here on the final stretch. 5 seconds remaining. 100 Thieves. Can they find the stability here? Get back in for this defensive card, getting closer and closer. Overtime going to be forced out. TTK focus fired, taken down. Super Gomez able to find the kill. The Meteor M still in the back pocket. Ball gets raised. Eye of Agamotto now online as well here for Kalush to just try to put the final nail in the coffin. Meteor seeking target, slaps it down. Vinny going to be the focus, going to be the kill. As Delena up and over the top, it's raining down, looking for some eliminations. Gets the supports over onto the side, cannot get the eliminations there though. Cannot find those kills where they so badly needed them. And in the end, it will be Sentinels making it to the end of Midtown. Yeah.
I would say they think a loss counts as a loss on their side. On us, on our
A draw.
side.
A draw counts as a loss, right? A tie?
Yeah, I mean, a tie. I mean, I think a draw would not count as a loss theoretically. It would count.
It's not a win, though.
No, it's not a win.
First to 3 wins, right?
It is.
All right, I'll let Tom Pop sort that one out. It's $1,000 on the line. 100 Thieves, Sentinels, overtime. Go.
It's an extension, let's say. It's just an extension of the action.
It's true.
But payload maps, draws, you know, not expecting to see one of those here.
Sentinel's going to do a very aggressive bunker here, Seth. You can see here that they're just going to try to like play very tight on the corner, use all these walls to mitigate some of the damage. They just have to be careful of the flanks because there is going to be a door on the right side as well.
Well, Hogs out into the open, taken low, not taken down. Still eating quite a bit of damage, though. Has to tuck back around the corner here inside of the building just to try to stay safe. Super Gomez, Kaluj, all of them taking so much damage. It's going to be TTK to find the first kill here in this overtime. Hogs now going to be taken down as well. This defense here from Sentinels, the all-in with the triple Vanguard falls to the wayside as 100 Thieves just absolutely brute force their way through the Sentinels line. And now with 18 seconds remaining, an immense amount of space opened up. Good distance going to be found here in 100 Thieves with an opportunity to try to get this cap.
That's the downside of being a really, really aggressive forward hold here on Midtown is that, yes, you can bunker there, but if you lose kind of early, yeah, you're going to be an OT fight regardless because you only have a minute, and now you've given a lot of ults to 100 Thieves and a lot of cap time too.
Good amount of space here. Vinny at Root Prison online. Down to half. When does he pull the trigger is going to be the question. For now, it's going to be Kurova starting things off, and Vinny gets taken down. The ult not going to be seen, at least not yet. A freeze there on the Delena, able to go ahead and wait that one out. Aya Bagamoto pushing forward here. TTK looking for the setup. Kaluj gets taken down. Hogs going to be traded as well. Harvey coming away with that elimination. 100 Thieves so very close to being able to get the cap and continue extending forward with Super Gomez getting taken down. And it looks like it's going to happen. Terra starting to go absolutely crazy. Comes away with 2 kills, and this push continues.
And having the magic alive there for the chase down those late fights, so important. Using the portals, the stepping disc, just chase him down. I thought the fight was almost over there because Harvey just not able to get the invisible boundary up in time to save Vinny, but stay alive. Huge Eye of Agamotto from TTK. And this is an amazing scenario for 100 Thieves to get this far on a minute, and they still hold on to a lot of ults. Here's the pressure. Pressure coming out, Seth. I mean, they have to be aware of the flank here as well because there's a lot of ults on the board, and you see there's Delena on the flank, looking for a long flank again. Gonna win.
Yep, Delena able to come away with that one. Now can just turn the sights back over here, over towards the cart. That got us. That's still at the ready. SJP keeping people sustained as best as humanly possible, but Super Gomez still able to come away with 1. Finds that kill. HP bars falling low on the side of Sentinels, but now sustained as they double stack the ultimates. Got us to death here from above, just raining down these shots. Desperately trying to find a kill. Finds one. Kurova dead. Aramori on the floor. 100 Thieves continuing. People staying alive. The players not falling. They stay in this. The push continues. So once again, Harvey just able to go ahead and help stabilize these HP bars, get even closer to the next ultimate. 100 Thieves, how far can they continue with this OT?
I mean, Delena, you gotta put a stop to this. You gotta put a stop to this. Right, Amazing, historically so good, but Delena just, I mean, realistically, just making all the openings, falling up there with the Eye of Agamotto 2 with the Gods of Death, as 100 Thieves keep the push going, and they're gonna have another boundary for Harvey. They're gonna have another Strangling Prison soon. Ryan Amazing needs to make something happen here. Sentinels in general, but I mean, there's a lot of, and Ryan Amazing down again. Delena just out, just walking over him.
Just delivering on all fronts when they so desperately need them to. Delena is coming up huge, looking for Amori there as well. Almost finds that kill. Terra at the same time going to be taken down. Hogs able to find 1, but then gets traded out. Harvey kills that one back. The ultimate still online. SJP nearly there with another one as Delena delivers another final blow. Kaluj going to be taken down. Delena going off onto the flank once again, just hunting, looking for Amazing.
TDK
here out in front of the spawn.
Well. That's so crucial. That's so crucial here, Achilleos, because you can just get the early scout, be able to put some pressure on them very early, and then by the time this fight happens again, Delena's about to have another Goddess of Death, and Ryan Mason hasn't even a chance to use 1.
Hasn't been given any kind of opportunity, but 100 Thieves looking for the full push here to the end in overtime. This would be devastating to the side of Sentinels. It already is, frankly, just given that they started with a minute. And there's the stun, there's the shot. Amazing going to be taken down once again. Delena coming away huge with that elimination. Another Goddess of Death nearly online. Ult's going to be layered in. Kalush goes forward. Agamotto looking for the stuns, looking for the kills, but SJP keeping everybody sustained here. As a bit of two worlds ends up coming through. Terra looking to rejoin, sprinting back as quickly as humanly possible as the root prison going to be sent out. Vinny gathering them up, getting the cluster together, but Delena unable to find the kills quite just yet. Shot over to the side, trying to predict the movements here, trying to get that shot in, trying to get that damage across to find the pick, but cannot. Amazing now, look at the shove them back. Overtime going to start bleeding out. Just a sliver remaining if 100 Thieves clear the cart at all. This is going to be the hold here from the side of Sentinels, but Vinny finding one. Kalu's going to be taking down the respawn right here in front. Delena swapping over towards that Star-Lord as Terra goes in. Ultimate at the ready, popped. SJP going to be taken down. The heal's going to be cut down. As Harvey, the ultimate nearly online. Can they get it in time to try to sustain the team? Looks like the answer is going to be no. Sends it in desperation, but ultimately meets their demise. The overtime should bleed out from here as Vinny will fall, but my God, what an effort, given how Delena has been performing and has been widely having Amazing's number. But if that continues, just not going to have the damage output to really get this push going. And already Delena waiting on that left-hand side here from the attacker's perspective to try to go for the flank. Does get spotted out.
Ooh. I mean, the good spot and the force physics, but they're able to find Delena. I mean, they are way back there. As Terra, though, Terra actually getting the pick. That's what they're trying to chase down. Gonna take down Aramori. Sure, gonna get the late elimination there, but slowing down Sentinels a lot, and it gives 100 Thieves a chance to at least contest a bit longer. Because I mean, they have enough. They have enough muscle. They have enough sustain.
But it's already more than half the time bank gone. 20 seconds now remaining here in the time bank, and Sen need to basically complete the entire map in one fell swoop, in one little push. Kalush is able to find one. Vinny going to be taken down. A solid start here that they desperately need. Because Hogs only builds up towards that root prison here. Kalush getting tagged up down to about half. Hogs similarly eating a bit of damage, but Kalush is able to come out on top. TPK going to be on the floor. Damage being suffered. Super Gomez able to find one as Harvey will fall. Terra answers back another elimination. Doesn't have that online quite just yet, and some solid stackers in the back end as the Delena will fall. It means that Sentinels have a good amount of space opened up, but TTK alive can set up here for the re-aggression onto the cart.
Absolutely crucial there from Aramori to get that absolute zero with the wall off from Hogs. There's now the portal. Maybe we can just happen, but the ult banks, I mean, relatively equivalent, honestly. They're going to have a lot of ults coming up in this fight. As you see, there's a Strangling Prison. Visible boundaries used for both sides. Now we're just waiting to see, can anyone get caught?
The TTK shoved away. Agamotto, I don't believe it's going to connect onto too many there at all, as Kalush now goes in with his own. Hit in, they're looking for Vinny, trying to just burst it down this group, and they're able to do so. SJP not there in position to try to get the save. Into the back line, though, goes Terra, swinging the sword, looking for some eliminations, bouncing through the portals. He's up and over the top goes TTK, just pulling back here for the moment. Goddess of Death out. Delena able to find a second kill. Karova going to be taken down, and it's just death from above. Amazing finally able to put an end to this one. Finds that kill, but I think the damage has been dealt. 100 Thieves. Just too much sustain.
I mean, TTK is just sitting here.
This one.
They need to remove TTK. They need to remove TTK. They have to. They're just got to sit here and continue to fight. There's so much damage. TTK finding another, getting constantly pocketed, and because of those picks from Delena, they stay in it and never doubt the value of the Doctor Strange.
We actually haven't, you know, I was going to say one of the things we haven't gotten to see too much is actually that just the Namor and Luna Snow combination. So, and we see that right now here in the hands of 100 Thieves.
Now see, I wasn't expecting this because I've seen a lot of teams play like Magneto thing to mitigate Wolverine value, because you have the damage reduction, you can reduce the movement with the anti-sweet charge, and you have the bubbles, but they're still gonna play the triple Vanguard just this time with the thing, just putting the thing in instead of, I mean, it's really interesting to me that they're really attached to the triple Vanguard. They just must love the comp.
Saying Magneto thing makes it seem like you just don't know what you're talking about. But
yeah.
All right, well, Vinny here on the Venom going to be taken down off the rip as Kalush finding a solid opening kill and swiping across here. Terra gonna break down Hogs as much as possible, but obviously Hogs widely just shrugging off that damage. Push back up to full HP, frozen for a moment, but quick little exit back over here, and for now, the Chariot going to be locked in position. Full collection as okay, in around the back line here. Delena again just flanking, and that's just going to be 2 kills as both supports end up getting taken down.
And this is also the problem
open
into the Namor, Achilleos, especially on this map, is that Namor, you're going to be constantly using that Blessings of the Deep, which is the bubble, to get up to high ground, to look for the flanks. Yggdrasil Path in particular is a map that's defined by taking some high ground advantages, looking for flanks, and Namor is really good at that, because not only is he mobile, but he does so much damage with the monster spawn, and is really, really tanky too.
Well, attempt here at the recontest to try to just stop this cap from coming through. Terra going to be taken low, but not going to be taken down. Still stays alive, all nearly online. Harvey investing the ultimate here for the moment. As Meteor M not going to find much there from Super Gomez, and Delena comes away with another one. Once again, Armori going to be the target focus as Delena comes up with that opening pick, finds Super Gomez here on the back end. It seems like it's just going to be a minor time buy here for Sentinels, but in the end, 100 Thieves get the cap. The door is open, and they have 4.5 minutes now for the next stretch.
And what I really love too about the 100 Thieves comp in particular is that when you're also playing Venom here, Venom's able to position, set up dives in the backline along with Delena, and additionally is also just extremely survivable. So like, can just sit, drop the symbiotic resistance, and make sure that everyone's looking at him for a really long time, letting Delena, give Delena the option to come in, forcing the cooldown so Terra can come just find one, and there's going to be the Feast of Abyss. And remember, that does a lot of damage because it's congruent to 50% of your total health. So the more health you have, the more damage it does. Though it's still getting burned.
It does a lot. Not going to be able to find any kills at the back end of that one, but does give Sentinels some pause here as they look to try to reaggress. Here I'm out here from TTK, sending it down. Likely going to be blocked out though, so not too much damage nor a kill going to be found. Harvey tagged up. Stays alive here for the moment. Terra able to stay alive, and once again, dude, Delena is just an absolute menace that needs to be dealt with. 3 kills here in the fight. Kaluj only able to peel 1 back as TTK will fall, but 100 Thieves don't give a damn about that because they continue pushing onward.
And you have to continue to wonder, like, where, like, what the triple Vanguard here is clearly having issues. Super Gemma is obviously talented at it. Hog's obviously great on the thing, but they're just not getting any value. They're going to go here for the recontest. The N3 charge coming on in. There's going to be both strategy ults pop for either side. But just watch out for the Hornet Proteus coming on through because they can burn through some of these ults.
Yeah, I mean, Harvey just greets them there with the ult. There's the Hornet Proteus now going to be infested. Kill's not going to be found at the back of that one. Some decent stability here from the side of Sentinels, but Aramori's ult now going to be expiring, and that's when the kills are found. Kaluj, Super Gomez, both going to be taken down. 2 of your Vanguards immediately lost, as Hogs will be the last one standing, and not for very long. Delena, again, another triple in the fight. 100 Thieves. They're starting to run away with this one here, Avast.
And the longer the fights run, too, Achilleos, when you look at Terra on the Wolverine, Wolverine is also a really survivable DPS as well, very survivable duelist. Oh, yeah. And once the strategy ults get popped, remember, he's doing damage based on the percentage of the ult. He has the last stand. So once all the cooldowns, once all the ults are gone, I mean, Terra is just able to come on in and get 1, get 2, and just remain a menace here on the point because they've used so much to just stay in the fight.
Oh, Caster Currency does die off the rip.
That's okay. That's fine.
Quick to respawn, though. Sentinels desperately trying to take some forward space. Amazing has the pop here on the ultimate. The Star-Lord layering in some damage, but not going to be finding any kills. Goes back over, looking for this Namor, and Delena will get taken down, and that's going to be pretty much your #1 target here if you are Sentinels on this defense. I have Agamotto, though, on the drop-in. TTK get the sun across on the multiple players, but kill's not going to be found. Terra once again going to be sent back to the respawn room, cycling these duelists here, it would seem, as Vinny cannot stay alive, and finally Sentinels find some semblance of control of this chariot.
And this particular point, last point, is probably going to be one of the best situations for them here in the Path of Yggdrasil because there's very narrow Hogs here on the thing, can be doing a lot of clean damage with stone haymakers. They have options to just like block, pretty much block. As there already a lot of damage trying to find the isolation. They're going to force an early fade with World's Ever Sentinels.
I have Agamotto out here from Kaluj in the lock-up position, and Hog's able to just get in on top of Terra. So once again, kill going to be found. Well gets sent. Armori going to be hitting the floor there. Super Gomez also gets taken down, and it's a committee here from Karova, but multiple players on their team end up getting lost. 3 kills going to be found now, looking for a little bit more as Amazing will get picked apart. And in the end, 100 Thieves able to go ahead and turn the tides here on this fight, open up a little bit more space to get this payload moving once again.
And a lot of the mitigation here and a lot of the sustain for these fights are going to be coming in from Hogs here because he has the team up, he has the bonus health generation, and just so much cleave here on the point to just set up the space, to force ults for Rymazing to be able to pop the Galactic Legend. Is Terra looking to make it up, trying to find the abduction, not going to find one with the Pharaoh Leap, going to get pushed off instead, but still holding on to the last stand. Sentinels trying to fight for the high ground.
Unable to find that pin. Amazing once again. Going out. Galactic Legend gonna be popped. Just looking to try to layer in this damage, but not able to find too much there. Harvey keeps the team sustained here for the moment. The dive in once again there from Terra. Ult still in the back pocket. Gonna be some neutral chip fighting here over this final corner. As they try to break through. TTK, that Eye of Agamotto at the ready. See when he tries to go for it, but it's gonna be Terra just diving into the Mac line. Just absolutely eviscerating 4 targets. As there's the team wipe. There's the push to completion. 100 Thieves slowed up a bit here on the final stretch, but they make it to the end of the path with 1:22. I think we again have to give credit over to Delena, who was kind of the regular fragger here for the team.
And I mean, they understand their role so well. They're making sure to just constantly fight for the flanks, leverage Namor, especially with the Luna Snow team up there for the frozen spawn, to be an absolute menace on the backlines and force the strategists, force some of the squishier targets to turn for him. And every time they turn for him, guess what? That's when the aggression is going to come in for 100 Thieves. That's 100 Thieves still keeping the same composition.
Change up. Super Gomez going over here onto the Winter Soldier. So Bucky in play.
2 duelists. They've done it. They've done it, Achilleos. 2 duelists. They're having the Namor. They're having Super Gomez. They're going to have a little bit more options now to actually just remove Delina off there. And they're already just so much damage here on the field. And what a hook.
Yeah, I mean, look at Vinny. Just that nothing but shields remaining there on the HP bar. Doesn't need to get some DLC there from the supports. And looks like we'll be able to do so. Terra going to be taken down. Are amazing. Going to bring the Namor into play. Comes away with that kill. Frozen up here for the moment, but widely a lot of space bought from the side of Sentinels as they get closer to this point A capture. Delana trying to go on a flank here around the back, but Kalush just sticking to him like glue, just trying to make sure that this Namor does not get away with murder. Amazing at the same time, though, able to find SJP, able to find Harvey. 2 critical kills, no heals available now under Thieves, and that is just going to be them going ahead and spiraling things out of control on the push and getting the cap on A in all likelihood.
And I'm absolutely trying here to remind everyone that, like, yes, 2 duelists immediately worked, right? But doesn't mean the triple Vanguard was bad. Doesn't mean that it wasn't working in scrims and things like that for Sentinels. But, like, you just see the immediate difference. Having so much more pressure on the flanks, forcing Terra and Delina to not be able to just go to your backline consistently. And both Winter Soldier and Namor are great at shredding through a lot of damage and chunking down a lot of damage, especially with the team-ups. As now they're going to make it here on to second. Super Gomez finding Terra immediately because there's a reason Terra. Winter Soldier's the perma-pick. You just do so much damage still.
Yeah, so much damage, so much displacement. Is all in all a huge pick here for the squads. Are amazing, able to come away under pressure with that 1 kill, but Vinny does do well to go ahead and trade it back very quickly. TTK having to backpedal back around the final corner now. There's quite a bit of space having to be given up. Vinny goes in, ult going to be popped here. Just looking to try to chunk up these players on the side of Sentinels, but Sustain is going to be found as Kurovic goes ahead and invests the ultimate. Terra on the swap, however, does come in. Winter Soldier for himself. Picks off Kalush, front line going to be broken down just a bit, and now has that Kraken online. As here at the ready,
coming in, gets 2.
But yep, right, amazing. Comes away with 2 kills off the back of the ult. Both supports just clustered together. The whale absolutely flattens them.
I mean, and this is why also Namor, a really great pick when you're dealing just in general, because you have the option to burst through some of these strategies. Even with the boundary up for Harvey, doesn't really matter. You can burst through that. Fate of Both Worlds, if it was to be for SJP, still would have been able to be on that. As Delina looking to fight for this flank. Sentinels keeping the momentum going and looking a lot better here on the Tool Duelist, honestly. Just looking a lot more alive, just keeping the tempo up.
And you know what? Look, maybe these will be alleviated if this ends up getting extended and we don't see a 3-0, but I have to be a little bit frustrated for the moment because we could have been seeing this the entire time. Kalush at the same time, though, goes ahead, sends the Meteor M, just barrels stuff Terra with it, absolutely crushes him to death. And with 2 kills in their favorite Sentinels, to try to get this cart pushed forward in towards B, get that extra little bit of time, bank bump up. Now will be held at bay, but now look to re-aggress off the back of Pogs because they're trying to run them down. Runs across TDK, separated away from the support. They're clustered here in the side room. Ends up falling to the wayside. Vinny just trying to buy some time here, buy some space for the rest of the team, but he himself falling low. Shielding going to be coming through. Pops the ultimate here. They're trying to turn the tides of the fight. Hogs are amazing. Both going to be taken down to late, able to find Super Gomez, and Kalush falling as well. Solid response. 100 Thieves scraping by with this team fight victory. They stop Sentinels from getting the cap.
Oh, really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Great for 100 Thieves, but really unfortunate for Sentinels. I mean, they thought they were going to get the cap there. They chased really deep. Hogs looking for the split onto the backline. Goes so deep, goes so low that they aren't able to stay alive for the retake test that occurs there. And now Sentinels having to make the long trek back. They are going to have some ults in the bank, so definitely very winnable for the upcoming fight. But it's just already like 30, 40 seconds off the clock just to make it back to the point to attack.
Yeah, in a minute 22, what they're trying to beat, if they can get towards the end of the map, they'll get that extra minute and a half to get this next little cap here. Walls respawning. I have Agamotto available here for TTK. As Kurova gonna go ahead, pulls the trigger first and foremost, and there's the freeze, getting the interrupted, and TTK just gonna be stunned out. Ult now layered in, Aramori keeping everybody alive here at the Fed 2 Worlds. As Terra desperately looking to try to get a pull here, try to isolate a target, get him out of that healing field, but cannot. TTK going to be taken down to Super Gomez, able to find one. SJP a little bit too late to keep the tank alive in the fight with their ult of their own. As Kraken not going to be finding too much here as everybody just clustered up into the side room. Things getting chaotic, and Cluj being caught up in the crossfire. Ends up getting taken down. The cart's still not advancing forward, still rolling back. In fact, Sentinels have not been able to regain full control. Terra on the reaggress, finding one, finding two. Gomez, Aramori, both going to be taken down. Once again, Sentinel's going to be forced to go for this reset. Stagger's still going to be suffered here on the back end as Hogs ends up falling. And now things start being very concerning for Sentinels as there's just a minute remaining.
And again, just Vinny on the Venom, making sure to get a lot of value from the Feast of the Abyss, taking a lot of the health low, and Delina just pressuring the main at the same time while that fight was happening in the flank, taking a lot of the pressure off 100 Thieves. And last fight here for Sentinels, about to have some ults in the bank. 100 Thieves controlling these positions. Vinny looking to set up and engage, try to force some cooldowns as Delina also probably going to look to try to follow up, drop a Hornet Proteus, just find one through likely the invisible boundary of Harvey.
Already, the chances of being able to close this out with a larger time bank pretty much gone here for Sentinels. They need to get this cap on B. They need to get to the end of the map to try to extend this further, to stop this from going the way of 100 Thieves. Kraken Hughes not finding much of anything there at Super Gomez, but does have a little bit of an isolation there on the Vinny, but he just goes ahead, swoops back around, swinging in, joining in with the rest of the team, getting top back up. Kraken out pop there from Terra, looking for some kills. The whale under the back is gone. Goes the
Reaper Delina.
It's going to be clipped, but the kill's not going to be found, and that is just going to be Delina coming up absolutely monstrous. 3 kills found, a team wipe across the board.